I recently traveled to Hillman, Michigan to attend a bovine tuberculosis symposium at my good friend Perry Wood's farm. Perry is a passionate deer hunter and land manager. He owns Wood Food Plot Services, planting food plots for the local hunters and club owners in the Hillman and Alpena areas. He is also one of the founders of the Anchor Creek Co-op. They put on one of the best public educational events in the state each year with a fantastic meal. After the event, he and I walked around and I shot some video of some of the test plots he was working on.
Good morning. My name is Perry Wood. We're at my farm in northeast Michigan, just north of Hillman. I have 4 plots here. The first plot, the tillage and weed control method is for 6 weeks. We tilled every 7 days and we planted the seed, and the fertilizer is the same in all 4 plots. As you can see behind me, fairly weedless and growing well. It's standing here by a 3rd-year switchgrass screen that screens the edge of the food plot that you just looked at. Using this to screen from the neighbors. The neighbors have a dog that comes out every night. We like to watch the deer from the farm, so we screened it so the deer still come out and are not scared away when the dog comes out for his nightly romp.
What kind of weed control did you use?
The first year I used atrazine right after I planted it, and the second year I sprayed Roundup on it before the warm weather switchgrass came up. I planted this Egyptian wheat with no fertilizer, and I did it on purpose because I have a lot of customers that say, oh, let's cut the fertilizer in half, or let's not put any fertilizer on at all. You can see how yellow this is. When we walk to the back of the field, I have some that I fertilize. You're going to see the difference. It's about half compared to the stuff in the back. But the weed control on this was simazine. So, and as you can see, there's very little weed. This field here was medium red clover, approximately 12 to 14 inches tall. This field was tilled with a tiller one time and then planted with the same amount of seed and fertilizer as the 2 previous fields. As you can see, it hasn't turned out very well. A lot of times minimum tillage isn't the best answer. This is the last plot of the experimental tillage. This was tilled every 14 days, so it was tilled 3 times, no spray, compared to the first one that you saw that was tilled 6 times every 7 days. And as you can see, it's a pretty nice field.
And same seeding rate, same date,
rate,
same everything.
Yep.
Wow.
So, in summary, a lot of people want to go away from using chemicals. So, in turn, I kept track of the hours and the manpower that it took to do just the tillage, do the summer plowing. And with the every 7 days, the 6 times, it's approximately $120 to $135 an hour more per acre. And here it's about $80 per acre with the 14-day. So if you don't spray, you have the additional cost of manpower and machine.
So how does that compare to doing it as efficiently as you can and using Roundup?
Roundup is, like I said, anywhere from $80 to $135 cheaper per acre.
Very good. Nice to know. Okay, I'm doing a little zoom in on Perry's brassica field. It was planted on July 31st. Today is August 27th. So not even a month. I'm going to guess 12 to 14 inches of growth. He's been blessed with more than adequate moisture recently, but the plants don't seem to mind. But a really good demonstration of doing things right and producing a lot of tonnage and spacing the seed rate the way it should be. Nothing's overcrowded, but it's doing really well.
What we have here is 2 drill widths. The first drill width has Canadian wild rye. It's the first year while being planted. Eventually it's supposed to get 5 foot tall. As you can see, it's about 3 foot now. This is an experiment. I've never planted it before, so it'll be something. Right behind me is switchgrass, first year switchgrass. It has a little wild rye in it, and it's pretty amazing for the first year. Typically it's only about 2 foot tall, and
Yeah,
this year it's close to hip high.
Oh yeah, 40 to more inches tall. Looks
Yeah.
real good, Perry. Yeah, nice job.
This is some Egyptian wheat that was fertilized with 100 pounds to the acre of urea, 4600, compared to the Egyptian wheat you saw earlier, which wasn't fertilized, just for a reason, because I have a lot of customers that say, oh, we'll either cut the fertilizer out or cut it by half. I just want to show the difference in certain species of plants that it does make a difference. As you can see, it's probably a good 7 to 8 foot tall compared to that over there that was about 4 foot tall, so about half.
Yeah, and it hasn't even headed out yet, so it'll probably be close to 9 or 10 feet by the end of the growing season. Now there is a deer-proof, bear-proof, large animal-proof apple tree cage if I ever saw one. Got his water buckets, tree tubes. He's doing a good job. Got clover planted around him. Beautiful clover field out back. This will really be nice. What a beautiful food plot. Yeah, we got apples on this one. Oh yeah.
It's got marked on the sides what these are. Where is it? This is 9-year-old McCanthus grass. As you can see, it's close to 10 feet tall. I haven't done much for weed control in this. I haven't had to. It's strong enough to keep the weeds out. Right next to it is 10-day-old rootstock rye and turnips and brassicas. As you can see, with the amount of moisture we have, in 10 days it's really sprouted up.
Beautiful.